1, 2, 3. What's up, guys? Welcome back to ND72 here. So today, this video is going to be a little bit of an update, maybe a little boring stuff, but as most of you guys know, my puppy, when I got this is now like 4 months ago when I first got the CLK, the black one, the 55, car ran fine, everything good. I did the minor stuff on it, and then he ate the key. As you can see, he destroyed it, and it's all jacked up. So I called the Mercedes, and Mercedes said it's basically $345, and then I got to get the car towed there so they could like verify the programming and so on and so forth. And it was just kind of hard for me to muster up the time to pay for a tow truck driver and back and forth. But I figured, you know, I can't just let the car be dead there because it's literally a dead car in the parking in my little driveway area. So today we're going to take the death-kart up to Mercedes, take a nice little joyous ride, and we're going to get a new cart. Go on. See, we got a little nitrous. A little loud. "20 minutes later." So at this point of the journey, I'm stuck in the rain, and it definitely couldn't any slow down, but I had to go through about a mile or two of it just downpouring. So before you ask, I did check the weather before I came out here. It said 10% chance of rain in Florida, and so I got bad luck and I hit that actual 10%. So far the car is running okay, fired up fine and all that rigmarole. But now I just gotta wait out the storm, and then we'll be keep going to Mercedes. This turned probably a 30-40 minute trip into probably a 2-hour drive one way, because I'm just sitting there in an apparently abandoned gas station that they shut down, and I'm just chilling. And what's also funny, the gas station is slowly flooding. That puddle over there, there's like a 2-foot pothole there that I saw other people drive through and just go donk. So can't be going out that way, but looks like we're almost clear. I don't know if you can tell, but it looks like the storm is past. It's getting a little sunnier, so back to the Mercedes journey. All right, we just left Mercedes. They didn't really let me film in there, which that's all cool and all. So I got the key. It's gonna be delivered to my house. It should be here in like 2 or 3 days roughly, but it's pretty cool that Mercedes does that delivery service, so they're gonna deliver to my house, check everything out, make sure it works. But look, it's nice and beautiful and sunny. No more rain. Florida. For people who thought this wasn't really that good of a daily, I still keep my cup holders. Uh-oh, more rain. Gotta go. Alright, Mercedes dropped the key off. The guy came by. If you guys didn't know this, so I knew this before, and when I call, I'm not going to say which dealer, but they're in Orlando and they're by a mall. It might be the mall of something, of Millennia, but they're very rude there. So when I called them up at first, they're the ones who told me that I need to bring the car down there to get it all programmed. But I've had these cars before, and I remember them delivering it to you. So what they'll actually do, it's $65. So you buy a key, and you wait the 3 days after it gets shipped over there for $65 to deliver the key to your house and initialize it and all that stuff right in your driveway. And it's only $65 To me, that's cheaper than me wasting 2 hours of even getting a tow truck or using AAA or anything like that. So we got the CLK here. I know for a fact the battery's dead. So I got my handy little jump box, and we're gonna go see if we can fire it up real quick. All right, we got my handy dandy little jump box thing. Yeah. We got it jumped off of this. I definitely got to charge this little thing up. I'm on like one battery. Yeah. But fired right up. The battery's dead, so we'll let it run a little bit. So it's funny, when the guy got here, most people know this is a very inexpensive Mercedes I bought, and it does have its fault. So you can see here, the shifter glue is actually shooting out, I want to say glue. So he grabbed it, and it was like very shocked and awe of white creamy discharge all over his hand. But we assured him. So car fires up. Seems to be doing good. Also with the key, so this is another fun fact that I knew about it, but I always forget about it, and I hope when I call Mercedes they tell me, but they never effing do. So if you call Mercedes the dealership up and you'll ask for a part for 2001, 2, or whatever, they'll give you the actual price of the part. When you go down there, I think it's 10 years or 15-year-old Mercedes, you get parts for cost. So this key is normally $345 plus tax, all that stuff, and plus that $70 thing. So I was expecting to spend $4 and change. I got there to get this key made, cut, all that stuff, and delivered. It was $239 out the door, tax and everything. So you save a lot of money as having an older Mercedes, because they give you everything at cost. So even like valve cover gaskets, like I spent like maybe $300 in other parts for this car when I was there, and valve cover gaskets, spark plugs, and they were cheaper than going to AutoZone, because I got it at Hootenanny cost, and you get Mercedes parts, and they were right there, and you don't have to worry about nothing. But so we got this fired up. This is all good. So hopefully the next day or two, we're gonna pull this in there and start doing the normal maintenance, because that's the valve cover leakage, have all that stuff. And then once we get it all that running right, we're gonna get the wheels back on it, everything like that. Then we're gonna start modding this. But hopefully in the next video we'll get all the little maintenance stuff done, because it's a little rough, but it's good. It's good. All right, guys. Now we're gonna do a quick update on the E55 and go. So another thing, E55 update. So I bought it. I made like 2 videos of it. We did a couple pools and all that stuff, and then the reason I've been kind of slowing down on videos, because about a week and a half ago, I got the ice tank. I finally got all the fittings and all the parts and all that stuff. I found a way to build it a lot cheaper, just getting the hoods myself, and go to a local race shop and getting all the fittings. I'm gonna make a whole video on that. This part is where it got messed up. So as you saw when I was pulling the SLK out, I was going around it, and as you see, the wipers are still stuck like this. This car is now dead in the water, not drivable, completely dead. So what happened, the long and short of it, and we did the ice tank, we did all that stuff, went for a test drive, and it was just a little bit hastily doing stuff and broke a few things. And then either it was just bad timing or whatever, the alternator. So on the way back with these cars, they got the 2 batteries. So on the way back from the pool with me and my 2 other buddies in the car, it went to not limp mode, but power saver mode. So we lost the AC first, and then controls the seats, and then slowly everything started going out, and we get back here, and I'm like, what the hootenanny did we do? All we did was wire up a pump. Like, that's what I thought it was at first. And then I'm checking the fuses, checking all that stuff on my meter. And then I noticed, while the car was running, it was reading 10 volts, and it kept dropping. So I'm like, aw, F, it's supposed to be 14 and change for an alternator. So I come up here, and then it was probably an hour of me checking stuff, the battery's completely dead. So I try to charge it up a little. If anyone knows these batteries, there's 2 of them, one in the trunk, one in the hood, and they suck hootenanny to jump. So I finally got it a little bit going and enough to pop back into the trunk. I had it running for maybe 35 seconds, and I just smell smoke. I look up the alternator. Alternator just took a hootenanny crap. Alternator broke, a couple connections broke. The lines, we just went a little bit too quick on it, so I am gonna have to redo it. But for right now, the E55 is dead in the water until I buy an alternator, and then I gotta rip that battery out and charge it up. The only thing that kind of kills is this car has to stay outside. As you see in Florida, it's gonna start raining again, so I can't leave the trunk open. So I gotta pick a day where I pull the battery, get it all charged up, or what I'm gonna 90% gonna do, I'm gonna pull a battery out of like the 55, the clk one, get that all charged up, and then just swap them really quick. So I get this one when I'm ready to do the alternator to just drive it in the garage. I already looked at alternators between 100 and 200, so it's not that big of a deal. But that's the update on the E55. But besides that, the ice tank works great, and I will do a video on how to install that and do the split cooling, and I'll show you what not to do because I effed it up and I messed it up, but I'll go through all that stuff in the next video. But that's that. In the arms of an angel, we will fly away from here, from the dark, cold garage room, in the endless things of overheating. You are pulled from the wreckage that I did when I was too hasty installing you. But we will make you great again. In the eye of an angel, that's e55. Oh, before I forget, one more fast update on the death-kart. Just because everyone wants update day. So the issue we were having before was with the switch. I kind of found another way to rig it up. I did a few tests. It works pretty good. So tomorrow, me and my other buddy, he's going to come over and we're going to clean up all this effing wiring. Because the nitrous, it works great and it hits like a hoot and any hard. So right now we got a 75 shot in here. We're going to up it tomorrow to 100 and maybe 125. And then clean all this up because it's looking kind of rackety. And then we're going to smoke test the engine because I'm having a little bit of a rough idle and I think we just pinched one of the lines, or it might be leaking or sucking in unmetered air from where the nitrous goes in. The little effing, I can't even think what it's called right now. I think that shoots nitrous and shoots fuel. But we're going to check that out. And that's going to be it for the day, guys. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. And mainly the subscribe button. We're trying to get more people. And everyone be safe. Stay at home, do all the other rigmarole that people are trying to tell you to do. I still go to work, so I don't stay at home. And have a great rest of your day.